Good morning, everyone. It's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate, and our girl Moosh just departed um, with Elsbeth, so she's on her way to get spayed and to have a much better life without being constantly attacked. And, you know, can't say it in YouTube, but basically, the boys the boys gang up. We'll put it that way. Um, and that's what these female cats go through constantly, like constantly being in heat, constantly being pregnant. So all of that is going to end today. So fingers crossed, positive energy being sent out. Hopefully, everything will be okay, and she'll go through the surgery like the little champion that she is. And she'll be back here either. I'm not sure. Elsbeth isn't sure if she'll have to pick her up this afternoon. She might have to get her this afternoon only because tomorrow they're closed. So I don't know if they will, because I think I don't know if they're closed Fridays. I know they only have walk-ins. The walk-ins are Monday through Thursday, and they are going to be closed on Monday because of Columbus Day. I think it's Columbus Day, right? Yeah, Columbus Day. I don't know. Whatever holiday it is, Monday. I think it's Columbus Day. So they'll be closed on Monday, but I don't know if the clinic is open for pickup. I don't know, because usually they're supposed to keep them overnight, I think. So it doesn't matter here because I have the crate set up. She can come, and I already told Elsbeth. I said, her crate's all set up. She's, she'll be fine. The only issue I have with the crate is it's a little bit small, and I can't really put a pan of water in there. So I usually, when they're in there, I just offer them water like every hour. I just put a pan in for a couple of minutes and offer them some water. I think when she comes back, she'll probably be groggy anyway. She'll probably be really tired too. Body's gone through a lot, so she'll probably just want to sleep. She was actually sleeping this morning. I think I startled her because she started going ballistic in her crate, and then after I talked to her, she like stopped and looked at me like, "Oh wait, I know you." I'm like, "Yeah, you know me. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you." I don't think the other cats really bothered her either. Fury hissed at her a little bit, which, he's, I don't know. Sometimes he can be a bully. Rogue just kind of walked by and like, "Huh, what are you doing in here?" Rogue's like, as soon as I bring the crate out, Rogue's looking at me like, "Mom, really? Not another foster. No. Let's not go through this again. You know how much I don't, I have to deal with these cats. I have enough cats now to deal with. Please don't bring any more in. Like, it's just for a while, bud. It's okay. They'll be in the crate. They're not going to be running through the apartment. You don't have to deal with them. If you don't want to deal with them, don't come in the kitchen. Just stay out of the kitchen and you'll be fine." And in a couple of days, when she's well enough, after she heals, she can go back outside, and then we'll work on. I think I'll work on her like I did with Abby, and we'll see if I can get her to the point like abracadabra where she'll be able to come in during inclement weather, or if it's if it's extreme cold, hot, snow, rain, or she just wants to come in and eat. She can come in here and eat in peace without having to deal with the other cats. Tora does the same thing. Tora was out last night. Now he came back in this morning, and he'll go and find a spot and sleep, and then he'll probably go out again. Abra's out. Abra's out now. She went out last night. She was actually in for like 2 days, and then she decided, okay, I'm going back out now. So she'll probably come back this evening. So they're not really, it works well that way because they're not in here 24/7. Because I can't have that many cats in here 24/7. It just wouldn't work. I don't have that big of a space. But for them to come, for a safe place to land for a couple of hours to take a little nap or to get something to eat and then go back out, that works fine. And then I can also kind of keep an eye on them, and makes it easier for me to be able to treat them for parasites, or look after them if they have an injury, or like Jack's pretty much on the balcony all the time. So and I have to make some more amoxil up for him today and get him continue him on his cycle. So I think that's pretty much it for the update. We'll just wait to hear now when she's done, and just now comes the hard part, the waiting and the worrying, because I hate to say this, but this SBCA, I mean, I would rather have, if I had my vehicle, or if I had been able to organize it differently, which unfortunately I wasn't, because I tried to go through Feline Solutions and they're just so overwhelmed. Um, I would have liked her to have gone to either Adams SPCA, or there's a place in Lancaster called, which is Lancaster's where Power Wheels used to live. And I used to live in Lancaster County as well. Lancaster's about, just for reference, it's about 45 minutes, I guess, from here, depending where you're going. They have a place called Helping Hands, and I've heard really good things about them. They do spay neuter, low cost spay neuter. It's like $40. Now it's a little more than the SPCA. The SPCA is 20. Same with Adams. I think Adams is 40 as well. But I liked Adams. I had Fury and Nif were both done at Adams, and they did wonderful jobs with them. I mean, both of them recovered easier than Rogue did, and he went to a private veterinarian. It was my friend's veterinarian. She paid for him when we got that was back in 2020 when we were getting the stimulus money. And she took some of her stimulus money and got him neutered for me so I could bring him in. And I mean, because he had pain meds and everything, he had the works, he had like celebrity treatment with this vet, and he still didn't, and he wasn't FIV positive at the time because he tested negative back then. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, maybe because he was older. Nif and Fury were both younger. They were both on the cusp of like 6 months when I had them done. But even then, I mean, Nif, who's more anxious, was didn't he was okay, but like he didn't want to be. I put him in the crate. He started freaking out in the crate and like slamming himself against the sides of the crate. So I had to let him out, and then I had to just kind of really watch that he didn't jump and everything. But he was like fine. He came like out of the anesthesia like that, and he was just fine. Except he was really anxious and like freaking out afterwards. But and Fury was like Power Wheels during a stream. He was like, "Hey, wow, look at all the pretty colors. Hi, Mom, what's up?" That was Fury. I swear, he walked out of the carrier like that. He walked out like, "Hey, whoa, why is the room going around?" It was completely different, but they both recovered fast. Like within 24 48 hours they were pretty much back to normal. Stitches just dissolved. Didn't have to worry about taking them back for stitches or anything. They were all good. So but the York SBCA, there's been instances where the cats have been butchered. There's no other word for it. And so I'm just hoping. And I kind of think politics plays a part in that. I hate to say it, but I think it does, because that's another reality of this kind of work, TNR rescue. There's a lot of politics that goes into it. There's a lot of, favoritism. There's a lot of, I don't know. It's just, I mean, I hate to, pardon the pun, but cattiness. There's a lot. And I'm hoping, because it's Elsbeth, and Elsbeth is really neutral. She doesn't have a rescue. She doesn't have a nonprofit. She's just a person and she goes among all of them. Like me, I do the same thing. I don't want to play politics. I have people tell me, stay away from that group, stay away from this group. This group's getting a swelled head. And it's like, yeah, you can kind of see who's doing what, but I don't want to get involved in that, because for me, it's all about the animals, and it's all about the cats. And it's not, yeah, I get people all have different opinions and everything, but at the end of the day, it's all about the cats. And can we just kind of, like, maybe you don't like what that person does over there, and maybe they're a little too, kissy kissy with the SBCA, and you don't like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's about the cats. It's not really about politics. And I just want to keep, I want to stay out of that. I don't want to be involved in any of that. I like Elsbeth. Elsbeth she's always been very sweet. So I've never had a problem with her, and she cares. So hopefully everything will work out okay because of that. So fingers crossed, everyone. Positive energy for little Moosh today, and I will talk to you a bit later. So goodbye for meow.